earlier, a little bit abruptly with Elden Ring. I was feeling pretty okay during the day, and then close to the evening part of the stream, my health worsened, and I'm feeling quite awful today. So we already have all this planned: Titan Quest, Rift Breaker, and Elden Ring. I'm not sure if he will even be able to finish with Titan Quest. We will try. We will try, and depending how I'm gonna feel, we're gonna continue the stream or are gonna get take a break. Meanwhile, we started with the Titan Quest. So yesterday we died one more time. Also in that normal dungeon on epic difficulty, right? The new kind of dungeon. This time around, I just rushed past several waves of enemies, and they were faster than me, stunned, and it killed me quite easily. Okay. Anyway, I wanted a new set from a dungeon, at least a new breastplate for the dungeon from I would call the Immortal Hero or something set. Right, it's a new set, but we didn't got it yesterday. I will farm it for today. I will farm it today after the stream probably if I will feel alright. That is. Meanwhile, we just started like this. Legendary difficulty, our Conqueror. Uh, Cursed Shrine Challenge. Here we go. Here we go. Let's actually check out how much resistances we lost. Okay, so our bleeding and elemental resistance took the hit basically. And I know what we can do with elemental resistances. Our poison resistance surprisingly good. So if I get like a new breastplate and maybe replace the Necrolord gauntlets. Okay, our vitality resistance also actually took a hit here. So we need additional vitality resistance from somewhere. I can replace the Atlas Endurance here. And the problem is I'm gonna lose even more bleeding resistance. So that's not fun. Let's see about Let's see about everything here. At least our damage will be more or less sufficient enough for start of the legendary. Yeah, look at this. Look at them dying.
Hello, stranger.
Oh, like easy, no challenge at all. One hit. So yeah, the plan is to replace my Star of Ishtar with Jade Emperor Talisman. The problem is we're losing physical resistance and we're losing some armor protection right away. A little bit of strength as well. So I don't really know. But this is giving me more or less the right elemental resistances. Less DPS. Good morning, Rangel. Welcome, welcome. You're kinda super early today. Okay, like lightning resistance still suck here. Yeah, but it was like minus 36 to begin with. So I think we're doing this. Alright, let's put like shield charge on 9 seconds here instead of 12. It's still not ideal, but better than nothing. Can you do something with that resistance? Yeah, I don't know, we're not looking good here at all. So this have like vitality resistance and bleeding and physical, but we're losing elemental resistance, are we? Fair place, Ancestral Turk. Yeah, the mental going down, vitality going up. Our DPS increasing a little bit. I don't even know. This is actually bad. Yeah, a little early because my cat, so it would be fun to wake me up. Yeah, dude, like, you know. I actually, okay, so like, my cat had come down since we came back from the village, right? To my parents' place. He was actually staying like quite, you know, silent in here. Because it was like new area for him, new territory. But back in the village, he was like just going crazy during the night. He just like gonna go and he never like woke me up. He never woke me up in at my place like during the night, most time of the day. But like in the village, it was like crazy. My mother was saying, "Okay, let's put him like out, outside, you know, like during the night." I was like, "What the heck? Like he's like he's not used to live outside. He's homebrew, more or less. Well, homegrown, I mean." Yeah, but there was some kind of discussion. Okay, so meanwhile we got our talisman of Jade Emperor. I don't really like this exchange, but our elemental resistances, at least not negative right now. Still need to do something with vitality. This is like so. This is suck. This is suck. Need to be really careful against or around the damage reflections for this build now. Because damage reflection is minus. Okay, we do have minus 22 physical resistance right now because we are spinning my own slot, but it's still like quite bad. So we're potentially gonna die maybe a couple of times here on this build if I will be very unlucky. The cleaning speed still kinda bad too. We're not killing even we're not killing those guys with one hit even at the beginning of the legendary, which is very concerning, to say the least. You know, like another thing I should check out how much electrum we get in. 272, 272 killed, 328. Um, so that will be 56, right? 56 and 56 is times 6, right? 8 times no. Oh my god. Anthem math, guys. 7, right? 8 8 times 7, 56, and then 64, 8 times 8. So 7, okay. The 7 is the X7 is the amount we were getting on, I believe, in third act, right, of epic difficulty. I think that's correct. Yeah, like the first act gave me times 4, the second act gave me times 6, third act times 7, Hades act times 8, and we played Ragnarok yesterday. Ragnarok was giving me Or not yesterday, the day before yesterday. So Ragnarok was giving me times 9. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. Meanwhile, a powerful shaman dead.
You defeat. Please bring word.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. This
We
this
were
cleaning
leaving her. How
speed.
have we offended the god?
I really don't know what we're gonna do with this. Hopefully, I'm gonna farm that cow set, whatever it's called, the hero set, breastplate today after the stream, and together with together with armbands with the gloves, we can do something. Because I believe like the set giving you bonus like the physical damage, the set completion, bonus to physical damage, piercing damage. Well, we don't care about piercing, but physical damage. So that's technically should increase my DPS. Mm-hmm. My God, like all of those guys mind controlled. Jesus Christ, like it's taking ages to kill them. Really? I'm missing my super slow elementalist build. People thought that it was slow. Mm-hmm. I wish. So, like, yeah, according to the Suphilux, let's see. We have for the set bonus, full set giving you a 50% physical damage and piercing, 100% bleeding damage, 25 physical resistance, 50 slow resistance, which we need, 25% to strength and dexterity, and minus 50 recharge. It's just like kind of good. Mm-hmm. But we never like get the full set. That's a thing. Yeah. We really need this armor. We really need this armor. And then like okay, so we're getting gloves and armor from that set, and instead of Atlas Endurance here, we're gonna put another Demon Blood for Vitality resistance. We'll get in this bleeding resistance from a new armor. So yeah, that's gonna balance my resistances at least more or less, and potentially get more damage and some physical resistance in the process. Maybe we'll be able to go back to probably not back to my previous artifact. Probably not. I mean, where's this guy running? Come back, you coward. Okay, this boy's dead. Grab the potion. We used so many health potions yesterday during our running through 3 of the dungeons. Twice through normal and once through epic. Well, let's call it Grease dungeon and yeah, twice through Grease dungeon, which is like supposed to be normal difficulty dungeon, and once through the Egyptian dungeon. Was some 400 something potions here, so more than twice. Insane. But guess what? We have the same kind of dungeon right now here in Greece on legendary difficulty. I'm not gonna be a fool and go into the dungeon right away. In fact, I'm not even sure if this guy will be ready to go into
A
the
human
dungeon
thing. I am
after
Tellus.
finishing legendary. Could be dangerous. Well, all of those guys like were alive here. I usually will teleport on a fountain, but they all were alive. Okay, we're critting like at least for 4K here, right? So compared to late part of the epic difficulty where we were critting for like 2K at max, this one looking better. Like we need to kill this guy for fucking quest, but he's mind controlled.
I don't know when.
Okay, good. That was a Shrine of Mastery doing absolutely nothing for me. Well, it did something, but all my critical skills already hard capped, so it doesn't really matter. Mind control. I'm probably will not be able to deal with this mind control anyhow. Probably gonna be suffering from it like for a long. But for a long time, I mean for whole duration of this legendary run. Yeah, like I really thought I can do like with ancestral torque, but yeah, it's just impossible. The Aphrodite is giving like a lot of like elemental resistance as well, and there's a poison resistance. We can sacrifice with poison resistance, but elemental.
Traveler, please.
When we barely have some lightning resistance at the moment.
The way is clear. Now I can make the journey.
The way is clear. Not exactly. We had some satyrs left. They were mind control and they survived. Okay, you know, like, why is was two horses doing here? Cause I don't know. This was like apparently a new feature of this recent patch, right? A random event. Just two horses staying there, horsing around, I guess. Grab the potion, come on. This keyboard.
I know it's dangerous.
I was actually talking yesterday about that we need a new keyboard. Like a lot of keys like already very hard to press. You need to press them very hard to actually for them to work. It's hurting my fingers quite bad. Especially it's like apparent when I'm playing some like a Souls game, right? Like I was playing Blasphemous. Hurt my finger quite bad, and this time with Elden Ring is happening, right? Every time I need to dodge, I need to press those buttons really hard. I wonder if I'm gonna get better at dodging if I have a new keyboard. Like master at dodging all of a sudden.
The necklace! I wonder if these...
But I also want the gamepad. I was looking into the Game Pass before the war started, and I found a quite affordable one. But you know, like my resistance to changes, so I wasn't sure if if I actually want the keypad. I mean the gamepad. Does this mean like learning something new, making myself a fool? Missing all the buttons. But yeah, like, I did change a lot of like my perspectives, especially to the gamepads. Having some experience with a gamepad is a good thing. And this is gonna get your benefits like controlling the drones will make it easier if you're already familiar with the gamepad. Well, like those guys have elemental damage, and there's some lightning damage here, which is of course pretty bad. Okay, got them under the banner of light. Look at the damage. It's just like normal skeletons, right? Those guys are just normal skeletons, not even the gilded undead. You're gonna suffer from prison damage so much on this build. No joking. And that's despite me having 80% prison resistance, sorry. Okay, yeah, 80% prison. Okay, most of those skeletons dead now. Very good. 2 bars away from level 69. Our lucky 69. Stop them from reaching the barricades. This is stopped one way. Maybe some soldier will survive because of our valiant endeavor.
Hold it. Normally you'd be out of...
Okay, that's a free skill point over there.
Magic equipment for sale.
Sold, sold, sold. I've been good on health potion and mana potion right now. I mean, it's still 172. we don't need to buy anything.
If I look, to be honest, it is...
It got me like really surprised that we lost so many potions yesterday. going through 3 dungeons. But yeah, we still have a decent amount of them. It's still good. No need to panic. You know, like, the interesting fact will be to compare this Conqueror to our Pilgrim. Yeah, to compare this guy to the Pilgrim class we played before. Because something telling me that Pilgrim will have like way better cleaning speed, like way better. Especially that our auto attack is AoE, has AoE, right? Almost 180 degree, 3.5 meter radius, something. So I really wonder about that. There's a chest. I also I started a new started describing a new build, or like our old build on a Discord, the sorcerer. Right. So I played the sorcerer a little bit yesterday after the stream to remember like what our build was about to begin with, right? And how like the floor of the playstyle was feeling like. So I noticed the thing is the cleaning speed of the sorcerer was a little bit, quite a bit slower than I remember it. Probably because they nerfed the Mjolnir. So I think I had before
I was taking the
with the
pioneer.
old Mjolnir I had like 116 attack speed or something. I think 160, and now I have like 115, and it felt like quite slow, you know. And it felt also like a lightning from Mjolnir happening not that often. But it still felt like much faster killing stuff than with with this class. Like honestly, banner flight, boss is dead. There's a bunch of Centaurus over here. Yeah, so hopefully I'm gonna finish describing our sorcerer in 2 days or something, and then we can actually open the Discord to the public. To two legendaries ready to wait in one chest. Nice. What the hell? Ion, not good at all. Level 35 legendary amulet. Necklace of Harmonia, a little bit better than the previous one, but I also didn't like it at all. It does have this attack damage converted to health, but it's like level 42 is late, normal difficulty. You still okay, so you still probably can use it in a light normal difficulty if you really want to get that attack damage to health. It does have like okay resistances for normal. However, like most of the times, if you want like attack damage to health, um, if you play in like a strength build, right, you probably want the amulet of immortal rage, which is also level 42 if I remember. It giving you like way more DPS and damage. So I don't know. Never use it. Like this is our 17 build. This is our 17 build. Never use it. Amulet of Harmonia. I'm always like looking into it. Like, oh, the Hell's Leech could be used at the late normal difficulty. It does have some resistances. That doesn't look that bad, but you know. Just perturbation more for damage at normal difficulty usually. The pure damage. Check the cave. Like on this build we currently have +4. Yeah, 4 damage converted, plus 4% of the damage converted to health, and it's like doing absolutely nothing for us. Alright. Like 42 health per hit. However, I have like 10% damage converted to health on my um, channeler. We also actually put a profile on a Discord about the channeler. It was an Aiden Mastery plus Stern Mastery. And 10% damage converted to health was actually giving me like around 600 health per hit or something. 600, 400, it was huge. So I have like quite a good DPS on it. And with Naden Mastery, Huan Favor. It's a left click mouse attack. We should also use it on the Pilgrim's build, by the way. It's like making your not only like your attack dealing 80, I believe on the hard cap every single attack dealing 87% more damage, like 87% of total damage multiplier, but it also in case of our channeler there was a 50% chance to get like around additional 200 lightning damage in something. And then 200 lightning damage will be multiplied by my intelligence and basically my elemental damage multiplier. So we had like 32 or 38k highest damage dealt on that build, which is like insane for the mage, right? For the left mouse click mage. So like for the whole legendary difficulty, we only were using like left mouse. Occasionally some casting some squall. Yeah, like I wrote in on the Discord. It was like basically our best mage build to this day. So strong, very strong defenses, and very good DPS. Yeah, honestly, like I just like can't stop, especially after like because I was writing about the channeler and currently writing about our sorcerer build, right? Both mage builds, and I did play them a little bit, right? So I can't like stop comparing this the Conqueror right now. Yes, I know that we went like all in on resistances here, because of the cursed shrines, but I really was expecting like way better from Conqueror, despite like going all in on the resistances. This is like currently this is feel like your typical tier 2 build. Even the low level of tier 2 build, let's just say like low tier, maybe even tier 3 build. Well, we'll see how maybe we can do something with this. Like I say, if you get a new set, 2 items from a new set, maybe we can do something with this, and we actually will be okay. But yeah, for this I need to farm a little bit. I also need to ask just Philax if you can get that strength set from a normal difficulty, right? So like grab like some character from legendary difficulty and go for normal difficulty and go for the Grease dungeon. Will the dungeon still drop the strength set? I did try to go to the dungeon today before the stream. Took me like 50 minutes actually to clear it still, but well, around the 15 minutes, maybe less. But I didn't get any set part at all. And before this, on normal difficulty on my Conqueror, when we went to the dungeon, we only get like the intelligence set, 2 parts from intelligence set after 2 tries. So there's a big question: can the strength set dropped into from a normal difficulty? Like logically thinking, it should, right? There's like no difference between intelligence and strength set in that regard. No difference in their level. I mean, both of them like require level 66, I believe. But then again, like yesterday on epic difficulty, we went to 3 dungeons and we didn't got any part of the intelligence set. However, we got 2 parts right from a strength set. That's what happened. Okay, meanwhile going to the real boss fight here. The Burst Snatcher. Should give me a 2800 Electrum if to believe my math, that is. The math is correct. 280. Let's see, like we are on 2800, 2800. Yeah, we're on 200 and 4K, so should give me should be like around 205K and 6 or 700 after that, because we have small spiders over here. $207. Wait, 207? That's not what I calculated initially. Yeah, 20. It was 204, right? 204 plus 2800. Oh no, like 207. Oh my god. Mhm, mhm, mhm. I'm a fool. Yeah, okay, that was 2800. But in case if I'm wrong, if I'm actually a fool, we're gonna check out this those numbers on another boss, right? Gonna check those numbers again.
I used to sell plows and scythes to farmers, but since the monsters, it's been
Okay, like
swords
selling
and
all of
shields.
this, like
Greaves, Artemis guide you.
not
The
collecting
water with the
charms and
village
relics
spring
anymore.
dangerous.
And let's go and grab myself a little bit more health. Should help in my endeavor. Alright, should be like an 8k after this. Level up. Level 69. Legendary 69, huh? Oh, there's a monster infrequent here. Somehow we miss it. I got like more mind control, come on. Fight between yourselves, you fools.
Mortal, I am enough.
So yeah, level up. Have 3 points. Going for, all of them going for defensive mastery. Last time we finished defensive reaction here. Right, so more physical damage and total speed when I get adrenaline running. Right, 6 seconds to recharge for adrenaline. Can put it on moderation. Can give it, yeah, more duration again. More recharge. Gonna put it him on 6 seconds, right? Because we have already -70 recharge in resilience, but because we get Jade Emperor, let's add in another 25% recharge. But recharge can be higher than 80%. That's the thing, right? It's saying 84% recharge here, but it can be higher than 80%. So it's always will be a 6-pointer here. So just increasing its duration to 15 seconds when it's activated. I think that's what we're gonna do. Maybe we just also can give more damage to my shield charge. Maybe, maybe not. Or better damage absorption for colossal form. It's just adrenaline. It's just adrenaline. There's okay. So there's a good variant. We can get like more points into rally. Right, more points into rally, giving it or as a defiance of the rally, like giving additional like elemental resistance when we're using the rally. But did you show me like using the rally that often? Yeah, that's a problem. We don't use it often. I got a shrine of swords for myself. Grab the gold and the potions. Yeah, so basically what I'm saying is what I'm saying actually all the time when we get into legendary difficulty on the builds like this, that our build was finished like already in the middle of epic difficulty in terms of the skills, right? There's absolutely we put in those points in the adrenaline, but it's like absolutely unnecessary, right? It's not gonna change anything in big picture wise, right? Not at all. Okay, got my loot. Come on, shield charge, you fool. I really need to do like something with the slow, yeah, like need to get a slow resistance somewhere. I wish like the iron wheel would give me like slow resistance, right? But it's like only sleep, stun, and okay, freezing. Stun resistance very important among the secondaries, but so do like slow up apparently. If you want to go to those new dungeons. Okay, this game I control, I need to kill it. Okay. Quest done. In fact, I was like, I was dead because I got slowed down by the Cyclops quite severely yesterday.
You have cleansed. Thank you, stranger.
8100 health, apparently. Not bad. Will it help with my survivability? That's another question. Or like, or rather say, how big of a help that will be. Well, at least we are on a comfortable level of health here, right? I'm always repeating myself, but 7500 health, it's my comfortable level for legendary difficulty. I mean, I saw like so many builds, so many other streamers. I can name those guys, those deviants, right? Like the Kerplug Gaming or Line of Epic Hero that like running the heroes on legendary difficulty with like 4k health. And doesn't look like it's like really concerning. That's like really bothering them. Some of them dying quite often as well. Well, more often than 0 times. But you know me, guys. Like my goal, when I'm not like playing hardcore characters, because I'm not interested in losing the character after one death. But my goal always to have like as minimum deaths on character as possible, preferably 0 deaths after finishing a legendary difficulty. It's not always working for those like experimental builds, like say we're playing, right? It's not all working every time. Okay, now like damage reflection guy. Okay, so this is could be interesting. We can raise my banner of. Oh no! Okay, get back. We need to be like really careful. Okay, we kill it. Nice. Now we can go all in. Negative, like I say, negative physical resistance. Imagine if I put the banners there and crit like for 9k. It'd be so bad. Into that damage reflection. Very good. But I played it by the book. Yeah. I did suffer a couple of times killing myself to this guy specifically, especially on my archer builds, right? Archer and throwing weapon builds with the volley activated, like triple hit. Both of those because we are using marksmanship ability on left mouse click. My projectiles were piercing enemies, right, in straight line. So like triple hit, piercing enemies, all of those enemies have damage reflection, like instant death, quarter of the second, and you're dead. Literally quarter of a second. So I did learn my lessons more or less. Trying to play really careful around these boys. But yeah, anyway, like what I noticed, like a lot of streamers actually concentrated more like around, not only streamers, a lot of players concentrated more like around the DPS they build can get, you know. Well, sometimes having like high DPS is like in case when you have like damage reflection, it's not really beneficial. You can get a decent clearance speed with moderate level of DPS and spend other points like on health. This is where what I noticed. A lot of people just like ignoring if they have high attribute points, they're not like putting them into health. They just go into like trying to put them into like primary stat. Speaking about stats, right? I think we lost defensive ability. Yeah, I think we lost defensive ability here with removing my previous artifact, so less dexterity. Let's put those points in the dexterity right now. Get myself to 1000 defensive ability. To 81, 87, 97. Okay, 1000 defensive, 950 offensive. Should be okay. Spend quite a bit of points as well. So on a lot of my builds, I actually taken my time and put in like 20 or 40 even points into health to reach that 7500. This build, however, I don't think we put any points into health on him. We're getting a lot of bonus health like from rings and from other gear. Right, I think this is giving me a lot of health, 900. So basically we're good. Don't need to bother myself. Whereas I put like a lot of points into dexterity, right? So like usually if you play the Conqueror without the cursed shrines, you would put like you will have like around like 1000 strength already. You will put like all in on the strength. But look at this, we have 661 dexterity, and I think I put like maybe 50 points in the dexterity or something. Need to check Hidden Cross Wall to actually say how much exactly. Yeah, the strength like not really dominant attribute here for this build. But I really want to put it like for more DPS, of course. Or of course I want to do that, but I need to care about my defensive ability too. So the 1000 defensive ability is more or less we will feel more or less comfortable right now. Maybe some guys in Ragnarok will be able to crit me. Maybe not. Not sure. And not sure about new dungeons. They could be troublesome as well. Yeah, grab the loot. Grab those potions. But yeah, that's like all I talk about attributes, points, and health. I rather like lose that's 400 DPS for example, but get like myself to a 2k health, 2k additional health. Then like playing legendary difficulty with 4k health. Unbelievable. I'm very dangerous there. So yeah, that's why maybe like people thinking that hardcore character is like something of the like supremely hard achievable or something, or like a challenge. Well, I don't think that there would be any problem if you're playing like any tier 1 build, right? To get like 0 deaths. Unless, yeah, just like take care of your health and resistances. Oh, look at this horse on the beach. It was a random event. Well, on another hand, our previous build, right, our, what is it called? Elementalist, like, bad build, right? We died actually 9 times. Despite me having a decent amount of health and stuff, and taking my, all the precautions, for... all the precautions, I could, for survivability. We did okay, so we did done some stupid mistakes there into the Strider, and I think there was like another stupid mistake which was avoidable. But then again, we completely got destroyed by Dactyl. That build it was like not good against Dactyl at all. And that was like Toxia Anubis, right, from Eternal Embers. He also killed us once, and it also was impossible for me to beat him. Fair and square as it is. So that was just the fault of the build, but most builds, most tier 1 builds, like all tier 1 builds, right, that's... I think it will be possible to reach a 0 deaths if you're just careful enough. And not going all in on DPS, of course. In that regard, our previous build was like more like tier 3 build than tier 2, not even tier 2 build. Well, that's fine. Soon enough, we're gonna find out how good actually the Terracottas, right? Terracottas Naden Master plus Dream Mastery. And we're gonna try to compare that build to our Elemental build as well. Its availability at least. Well, and cleaning speed, of course. Soon enough, just next month, guys. Keep watching. Keep watching the channel. Yeah, we were discussing it like yesterday that we need at least this weekend and next to finish this build, and maybe week and a
Truth
half
is,
for the
old
Pilgrim
sailors.
build, and we can get to the next build.
Sword and shield, not your style? I think you'll find what you're looking for here.
Yeah, sword's definitely not my style. I'm using the maces right now.
That's all then?
Monsters are the road leading.
Okay, the good thing we're gonna get additional elemental resistances from the quest, right? So that 7 lightning resistance will be a little bit more, right? Are we getting 5 or 7% resistances? And in case it'll be at least in double digits.
Everyone's talking. Yes, I found out all the three princes.
Grab the potions. Missing like so many potions because my A button on the keyboard not working every time. Trying to press is like really hard, but it's not picking up the stuff most of the time. I mean, I press on my fucking button, like presses twice before it's picking up the potions. Really? Okay. That sure is annoying. And you can even imagine how annoying it's like actually typing on this keyboard. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's taking me like 3 times to like type some sentence. To recheck the sentence. And you know, like sometimes missing a letter or two in a word, I will not like highlight it with spell check because it's like it will become like completely different word, you know. Oh my god, I can attack this boys. And grammatically, it was correct. It would be correct. It will look like a real word. But unfortunately, it will be not the thing I wanted to say. So this kind of misspells like taking a lot of time for me like, to notice too. Okay, why didn't I pick up a second potion? So next we get into the Cyclops, right? Get into the Cyclops. I wanna check out how much Electrum we can get from him. Should be 2800. Should be 2800. Need to double check if that's a correct number or not. Here's a green item, I'm gonna grab that. Okay guys, give me like a minute here, I will be back right away. I need to blow up my nose. Alright, I'm back. Thank you very much for waiting. Another second here. Yeah, we're good. We're good to continue. Yeah, like honestly, what I mentioned in the beginning of the stream is like I don't know how I can how long I actually can continue streaming today. Feeling like way worse than yesterday in the morning. Like and I don't know the reason. Like yesterday, so yeah, I got to the bloody summer cold. I was feeling quite awful in my throat was hurting quite a lot in during the Monday stream. We actually haven't like played that much in the Monday. Took a rest, drank a lot of hot tea and stuff. So was feeling more or less better in Tuesday. And on Wednesday, I was feeling like perfectly fine, more or less, in the morning. Greetings, human. Hello. Hello, Piscraft. Yeah, so I'm feeling like yesterday, I'm feeling more or less very actually like normal in the morning, but like suddenly it just like it progressed from somewhere. So my throat started hurting again, and it was generally like quite hard to talk at the end of the stream. So yeah, feeling sick. Unfortunately,
This cannot be opened.
can only be open if you have this guy to kill. Okay, control of the loot here. I was furiously pressing my A button so hard that I finally pick up that gold for my third try. I mean, Jesus Christ, pick the loot. Oh, like, but look, there's the loot we missed. The potions, the gold, disaster. Okay, I need not to forget about checking how much Electrum the Cyclops gives to us. Like I say, should be 2800. Okay, that's a random event. There's a couple of rats. Like I really don't understand the purpose of those events. Like really. Yeah, okay, we killed 2 rats. So there's like the random events, at least in the third act, I believe. Even in the second act, have some very strong monsters, like a Gilded Undead or something. And if you like cut them very early, on normal difficulty especially, it could be like Could be a close call for you. But like random event here with some horses or like 2 rats. It's just like nothing. Okay, so how much electrum here? 253 and 440. So after we kill the Cyclope, it should be 257. Okay, and 240. 257 K and 240. Let's see. $256. And for math. Okay, 256 and 240. So yeah, I'm for math. But yeah, it is 2800. I don't know. We were talking about this, like how my math skills have became like so bad. I can't actually multiply anymore or divide. Or it's gonna take me like considerable amount of time. Like, you know, back in my younger days, all those like math problems, right? When you calculated math problems, like you never like used calculator most of the time. There was actually like way faster for me to was to like calculate it in my mind than like pick up the patterns in calculator. And now like I'm going to the shop and I never like check in my change because it's like too bothersome, you know, too mentally like could take me 5 minutes. Well, maybe not 5 minutes, but a considerable amount of time to like calculate if the change correct. I do use like I calculate it on some conscious level, you know, like checking it with my eyes and like using approximation formula. Like, yeah, it should be fine. The amount of the cash and coins look like they should be a correct number. In fact, like last week in a supermarket, they didn't give me they gave me an incorrect number of change, and I spotted like right away without calculating it. Like it's like, yeah, on some conscious level, it was determined that like, yeah, it's like too low. The amount of builds was too low. So at least that works for me. But yeah, like when you need to do that conscious calculation, jeez, dude, like I have so much trouble with this. If I was living like 100 years ago, I would be duped like every time like doing my purchases in those like untrustworthy um, merchants. Well, that's the thing. Also, I also think we finish with this cave. With a shrine of frostbite here. But Dichtian ran all the way back here to get killed by me. Okay, I appreciate his resolve. There's a chest. Help the way through the Egypt. I wish. How's the way through the Greece already, more or less? So we're getting close to the Hydra fight, by the way, guys. The Hydra legendary monster. Um, we could be like bad in terms of lightning resistance against Hydra, but we good like in terms of poison resistance. So I think like we will be able to like face tank her, especially if we put a banner and Colossus form. Should be good. Should be no challenge at all. I think. The Shrine of Frostbite. Grab the potion, grab another one. We could get in the Karen. You know, like the Karen. That's like reminds me. We haven't like turned in. We haven't turned in the Sparta quest, did we? Let's do it. It's gonna give me like additional skill point.
Hippias, what old Hippias?
Yeah, Sparta. We also have a Megara quest. Skeleton Raiders. Can do it a little bit later.
So, go on, don't make it. So you're the one who brought...
Yeah, I'm the one. But yeah, like what I meant to say, it's like remind me that on legendary difficulty for a lot of builds, right? We would like to have those attribute points instead of like skill points. Hello, this Philox. Welcome, welcome. And there is a question for you right away, this Philox. I know that you get all of those like sets, right? Intelligence set and the strength set from your dungeon. The question is, can you get the strength set from normal difficulty? If you like go to normal difficulty dungeon on normal difficulty, can you get the strength set? Or is it called an intelligence set? If you can get it from a normal, I probably will farm it. Because we need a breastplate here. Okay, I can get strength cell in normal. Nice. That will make it like way easier. I did try to go a normal dungeon today before the stream on my legendary character. Almost died there. You know, like I realized, so like that was my spell breaker. The first build I ever played. It was so bad, absolutely disgustingly bad. have no damage, no resistances, nothing. And I noticed he was like a 0 on normal difficulty. I had like 0 vitality resistance. It means like I'm playing this build on legendary difficulty with minus hundreds vitality resistant. Ridiculous. But yeah, the thing is,
You
I
see,
went
I
into the
have long
dungeon,
dwelt. I
killed
know
the
his
boss, but
nocturne.
didn't got any items at all. So I was like, oh, maybe we can get a strength set here, since like on epic difficulty we got only on strength set pieces yesterday, and now we get like intelligent pieces. Okay, all that. Check the chest. Check the chest. There was some green item or not? That was a green item, but it got stuck. That's fine. Well, yeah, that's like I said, that's a really good news about the strength set. I'm gonna probably farm it after the stream.
Can you guess how?
Because I don't really know what we're gonna do with the DPS of this guy. It's awful. We're more or less doing fine right now, like at the beginning of Legendary. More or less, like, but... Yesterday I was trying my sorcerer build, since I started a new Discord topic right describing my previous sorcerer build. So I was trying to play it for it, and his cleaning speed wasn't that fast, but it like was way better than this Conqueror. Like, no kidding. I got every piece of from 2 sets in normal apart from strand gloves, so we should drop it in epic Egypt dungeon. Oh yeah, we got the gloves from Egypt dungeon yesterday as well, by the way. Almost got killed by that stupid snake on several occasions in the dungeon. Jesus Christ, like she was like looking the same as a Tiamat, right? So it was like, oh, like it's a Tiamat, should be easy. The moment I arrived there, almost got myself killed. I understood my mistake right away.
A blacksmith terminus is kept.
But like honestly, if you're talking about specifically about the Conqueror build we're playing right now, so that snake boss, Chaos Sampin, in that Egyptian dungeon, it was
I
actually
was on my way. I lost my possession.
the hardest boss we fought so far. Like, no kidding. I almost died on multiple occasions while facing it. And took me like a couple of minutes to kill it as well. Can I grab the charm? Don't know why. but who took it? At least like when we fully charge with my onslaught, and I'm doing like more or less a lot of shield attacks, we can kill those guys with one hit, so like it's minimize the amount of mind control we have in here right now. But it's still like very annoying. Still very annoying. Okay, here goes Spider. They probably offer a quest. Gonna increase my elemental resistance a little bit. Banner flight. Dead. No challenge. Yeah, no challenge at all. Just teleporting on a fountain. Yeah, like I said, like currently we're dealing with 4K crits, more or less. And I feel like those crits are coming from a shield most time of the day. So yeah, 4K crits, looking good. But like those 4K crits were only 2K back in on epic difficulty at the end of the Ragnarok. Yeah, and we will have like even lower even lower damage if on with the Ragnarok on legendary, of course. So my only hope right now is to actually get that a little bit of bonus from gloves and new breastplate. Alright, the set bonus giving you a little bit of physical damage. So that's my hope right now. And then put and put all the remaining points, attribute points into my strength attribute. I mean, you already like put quite a bit of into dexterity because I wanted to get my defense ability back to 1K since we replaced it Talisman of Jade Emperor, and that's removed quite a bit of dexterity from me. I also put those points into strength, but alas. Okay, let's see about this Shadow Mode. Do we have it? We have it. No challenge at all. Oh, but we got a legendary item. It's stuck, okay. It's Staff of the Shadow, Shades. Useless, worthless. Yeah, like look at this. Fire, It's level 50. Does have some elemental damage, but like overall, So I don't know about this shade set. Yeah, I have a couple of items on the shade set, and all of them looking like supremely awful. So I wonder maybe like the set itself, if you combine it, giving you like some tremendously good bonus. Otherwise, like I don't know like why it's even legendary. Speaking of Shadowmoor, we actually killed the Shadowmoor with Cursed Shrines on normal difficulty on this character. You can just constantly Elysium Ghost Warrior now. That's the purpose of the set. It's like, you know, like in Wolfson, you actually can wear like some trash items, but there's a cosmetic items you can put over your well, I mean not only in Wolfson, probably a lot of the current RPGs. So there's actually a cosmetic layer you can put over and pretend that you wearing some epic or legendary gear. Like for some reason, like the Piss Craft mentioned that he started like Wolfsin a couple of days ago, I believe, and I mean, it did for some reason make me want to play Wolfsin again, and also build another Wolfsin build. But the problem is, like, I was checking those like updates for the past like half a year for the Wolfsin, and there's like didn't almost nothing, right? There was a couple of bug fixes, some cosmetics gear, I believe, and like nothing else was done. So I still will not take the main problem. When I play the co-op to Solo Wilson kinda boring. Tell me about the Solo Wilson. Yeah, it is like okay. So honestly, I was enjoying when the first time playing the Wilson. I was enjoying campaign. And the first boss, especially in campaign, was like looking like quite decently hard, especially for the mage build. So despite all the bugs that Wilson had on its release
I
date,
don't get many visitors. Safe
I was
travels.
actually enjoying it. But the moment I got to the end game, that's what happened. I just like, oh my god, it's like so boring. Yeah, maybe like you said, co-op is the way to go. Because like my friend, who actually played the Wilson only co-op, was saying that oh the Wilson is like such a nice game and stuff like, and he actually reached quite a high level in the Wilson as well. So I don't believe I reached like max level anyway close to the max level in the Wilson. I got like level 60, 60 something on most of my builds, and it's just like that's when I was like, yeah, I can't play it anymore. But yeah, like I said, the problem with the campaign for Wilson right now is I literally can do it in 2 days. Like 2 days. Okay, we got to the dungeon, we're not gonna enter it. Don't even have a keys for this right now. Not gonna be a fool entering this dungeon anymore. So yeah, like, what is your progression by the way, Peacecraft? What kind of build do you play in there? Tell me more about Wilson. Induce me to induce me to play it with your tales. No, like really, what kind of build are you playing? The sorcerer with the minions. So like, I guess it's like it's not full minions, right? Because I played just like the summoner, complete summoner. Well, almost a year ago actually. Using lightnings and the purple beam, annihilation beam, right? Yeah, this is like my previous sorcerer, my first build looked like more or less, but I didn't use the paths, so I used like it was my crit mage. So I used this beam. You're saying annihilation beam, I believe. And there was like the other spell. I forgot its name, but it's like the spell that make you attack with two blades, like dual wielding two magical blades in melee. So it's like switching between rage and mana, using those blades, getting me reducing my rage, I believe, and then like getting mana, reducing my mana, getting rage from annihilation beam or something like that. Yeah, I actually can't remember the flow of those skills anymore. Yeah, eventual cost reduction, critical damage increase. Yeah, so the critical damage, that's what I also building. The problem is the Wulsen, right? You get into higher level, and it's really hard to keep that critical chance high. You know, even if you put like all your attributes, all your points into what is giving you a critical range ferocity. I can't remember. Like if you put in all your points into into crits, it's still like really hard to keep that crits high with when your level getting higher. Wisdom. Wait, is it the wisdom giving your dots effect? Skill adds 50% crit chance when my willpower is above 75. Was there any skill like that? Hold a minute. Is this like really really hard to keep the willpower on 75? Yeah, so use skill cost reductions as well, so that to maintain the beam. Interesting. Are you sure it's like a 50% crit chance, but and not 50% to your current crit chance? You need to be careful with the Wilson in that regard. That's a lot of stuff in it's skill 3 that says like plus to chance or something. It's actually not giving you a chance to something, but rather increasing the chance of your current chance, you know? Yeah, I don't know if it's still level 14, didn't check it yet. Yeah, the Wilson could be tricky about those numbers. I was complaining about like a lot of time, I remember. And most importantly, those numbers not always working correctly as well. Yeah, so there's actually why I stopped playing Wilson at some point. So there was this Horizon update. It's make the samurai class better, and it indeed was feeling way better. But the problem I was like, playing, I believe, the samurai class before the Horizon update. I was actually the problem is the Horizon update as well. In any case, like at some point at level 60 or something, or level 54 or something, after the campaign already, I think like a campaign you can get like level 45 or 48. And after that point, your minions will instead of like increasing their health and like attacks rating and stuff, they were actually decreasing. there was some bugs that were decreasing the health of your minions, and my stuff was my pass were getting destroyed like in one hit every time, and it was like impossible to play for a summoner build anymore. And there was a lot of the bugs with just like, especially in the early version, and they still there. So a lot of bugs with the numbers. They showing you in one number, but apparently the number actually not working at all. So that make partially make me like quit Evolution completely. Did you use the hit points buff on the minions? Yeah, I mean I used like everything. I imagine you're talking about hit points buffs from the skills, right? What is called, like, I forgot the term. The inner skill buff, right? Mm-hmm. But the thing, okay, so the Wilson developers acknowledge the buff, the bug. They acknowledged there was a bug actually like that, and it's literally happened like after I posting on my YouTube channel, posting the video with explanation what happened. Like 2 weeks after they acknowledged the bug is actually was present. They apparently fixed it right now, but it was devastating for my morale.
You're not the first to come.
When the my husband's
Yeah, I think like if I'm gonna play the Wilson, I'm gonna play like some Archer build or maybe gun build, because I never played any of those before.
seeker, you are welcome.
Okay, 5% permanent elemental resistance, so we have like my lightning on 12 right now, and fire and frost more or less okay.
Welcomes you. I have given my.
Okay, I got a prophecy to turn and also a couple of quests here.
Be as the mouse, set aside provisions. That's Hessian.
Yeah, let's put the loot back into storage. Have some okay. This is our current loot. Jaguar Claw, physical damage, bonus damage, attack speed, and open wounds. I think I'm gonna put it into storage too. Anyone else interested? Okay, this is going here for 4 items today in almost 2 hours, so more or less average item
Farewell.
game. Mm-hmm.
I sell to the wise and powerful. Are you sure you should be shopping here? Okay, bye.
Right. Okay. Let's do the side quest, right? In Megara. There's like that skeleton riders I haven't turned in yet.
So the skeleton in future times.
Got them. And the next stop, guys, is the Hydra fight. Like Riven video. Okay, maybe not a Hydra. Maybe next stop is actually wait, is it Hydra before Gorgons? Oh my god, I can't remember. It's not before Gorgons, right? It's after Gorgons. It's before Athens. In the yeah, in the swamps. Yeah, so next stop's actually Gorgons. Well, also snakes. Also snakes of sort. Shrine of Experience. That'll be good if we have the Shrine of Experience and turn all those side quests I just turn in. Okay. Well, I mean, I only turned one quest, so it's not much of experience. Anyway. But like I can't like stop comparing this character progression in terms of leveling up with my previous one when were using like experience potions. It's just like so different, so slow. I mean, we are usually had this kind of slow progression anyway. But after like I test how it could be with the potions, I can't like just forget it. Maybe I can. Maybe I can with my memory. Maybe we'll forget it in a couple of weeks. I mean, I remember at some point we were playing on a normal game speed, right? And it was like feeling quite normal here. But actually, how bad is normal game speed? How bad is normal game speed? Let me demonstrate for myself at least. Oh my god. Oh my god, really? This is like we are under the slow effect right now. Oh my god. This is normal game speed, guys. Look at this. So slow. Jesus Christ, is this for real? That actually was for real. And to imagine I had like six, that's five. Like need to use one more hand, right? Like six builds with while playing on very slow, on a normal game speed that is. Like literally took me almost a year to finish them. Hello, John Krasny. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Should I get this game on PS4 and Switch? I would say you should get on PC. Okay, so we had one Switch user here, and I was talking like long time ago when the game was only released on Switch, and it wasn't looking that great, right? And it was lacking some DLCs to it as well. I think it was like a year ago. Uh huh. So yeah, like I wasn't my impression about Switch version of the game wasn't that good. Maybe on PS4 it's better, but like I don't own any of those platforms, so like can't really say. I say like whatever you're comfortable with, but you rather to check about the DLCs and stuff, right? If a Switch or a PS4 has all the DLCs or how much DLCs they have. Is it game challenging? You know what? If you're an experienced player, no. But if you're just starting, it could be hard in a lot of places. First of all, because you don't have like appropriate gear for most of your builds, and if you're trying to play it on a console, I would imagine you will not be getting any like access to some tools like Titan Quest Vault when you can collect your gear. So yeah, it will be challenging in a lot of parts because of lack of the gear. It's not as challenging as the Grim Dawn, however, if you ever played the Grim Dawn. But then again, it's in Titan Quest it's like way harder to get the gear by farming than in Grim Dawn. In Grim Dawn, you just dropping while you're doing nothing, basically. Is it better solo online? I always play in solo. So I never had experience with Titan Quest in at least in 15 years playing online on co-op. Can tell about that, but my prerogatives when I'm playing solo is character building. So there's a great potential for different builds present in Titan Quest. Yeah, literally like 50 or 60 different builds, if not more. Different classes, rather to say, and you can make a different builds from 2 builds per class at least, if not more. Sometimes even 3. So I'm my point of view, my perspective is like checking out those builds. So that's why I'm playing solo most of the time. I enjoy solo. But then again, like I say, if you're playing on console, it will be kind of hard to make the builds because you will not have the access to like PC Titan Quest Vault, right? It's a third-party program that can keep all your gear, all your Titan Quest stuff inside, and there will be like a lot of gear, so they're gonna help you to progress with further builds in the future instead of like using mule characters. So really, no idea how the Titan Quest will feel on a console. It's a great game. It's like one of my favorite action RPGs. I have almost 1600 hours in it right now. So yeah, if you were asking me about Steam version, I would like recommend it right away. Especially it could be like quite cheap. I think it's on discount right now on Steam. And quite a good discount. But yeah, if like if you're looking into Titan Quest, if you're looking at a game like Titan Quest, but better, I think that Grim Dawn will be actually better in terms of online co-op, and it will be more challenging, but you'll get like better chance to get like the gear you needed to complete the challenge. So I think if you're interested in this Grim Dawn setting, that is, you should check the Grim Dawn as well and compare those 2 games. I believe Grim Dawn also came out on the consoles like recently. Basically, it's, Grim Dawn is the game from the same developers on the same engine, but with a lot of like improvements. Titan Quest is good for its settings, so. I have both games on the PC, but I don't like playing on a computer. Oh, I see. Yeah, like I mean, I wouldn't say I don't like playing on console, but like I never had a console. Or I did have a console, but like back when I was very young, it was 8-bit console, you know, like Nintendo NT whatever it's called, and it was like yeah, very long time ago. So since then I haven't played anything. I don't even like have any game pads, right? The chat here always like when I play in the Souls like game. Like Dark Souls or well any Souls like game, which is like preferably to play with a gamepad. Chat always like buy gamepad already. So yeah, I have like zero experience with that. Can say how good it will be feel. But if you like if you like the games like this, and if you have experience with the console, if you prefer to play in a console, I still think maybe like a PS4 version of Titan Quest will be better in your case. Uh, but I really don't know. Like, you need to check what kind of DLCs they have on Twitch or on Twitch, on Switch and on PS4. Also, I heard like a couple of half a year ago there was like, some weird bugs with Switch version of the game at least. Yeah, I prefer like the caution on the go. Yeah, that's like that feels comfortable as well. I mean, you technically can play Titan Quest. Can you play it with controller? Anyone guys know if you can play Titan Quest with controller? I know the Grim don't have the controller support, so basically almost the same as playing on console. Almost. Well, not as the same as playing on the Switch, but you know, like almost the same as playing on PS4. Actually, before the war in Ukraine started, I did. I think I did read in the news that Grim Dawn got the controller support. If I'm not mistaken. Like, also, did you saw that stun duration? It was like a couple of minutes. Why do you have stun resistance 0 here? Oh, because oh my god. You know, like what happens why we were stunned for so long? Because there was a spell breaker, right? He removed my battle awareness, and battle awareness actually giving me that stun resistance. That was the case. I was like, what the heck? I saw they still have like 80% stun resistance. I was like, unbelievable. We had a couple of minutes stun with 80% stun resistance. It must be like 15 seconds in real without stun resistance. Okay, got bone helmet here. I have a bone armor part. Worthless. It's a strength gear that giving you intelligence and +4 to dual wield. Never like it. Never understand it. This kind of gear, I don't even know if they will be like. Okay, maybe there was a build we played, the strength build. What it was, Earth Mastery plus strength slash intelligence build. We are using strength gear, but we were actually dealing our damage with intelligence. Earth Mastery plus Rune Mastery. I forgot the name of the class. We went for the melee build for this, right? So maybe like for that build you can use this helmet. It will be like suboptimal because there was like a way better gear to use. But I mean, you still technically can use it. Mm-hmm. Those guys are more or less dead, all of them. Shield charge, get the potions. Why are you not getting the potions, dude? Come on. I'm gonna break my finger here, pressing that A button so hard. Like I did notice it in my previous build as well. It was like really hard to pick up these potions and the gold with 8 and that's like all you need to know about my keyboard. Like I'm pressing this A button so hard here, and he didn't pick up the gold at all. Jesus Christ. Okay, getting close to the Gorgons. The boss fight should be easy. Anyway. I'm more interested in that Hydra fight, right? Since the Hydra is the monster that only appears on legendary difficulty. But like something telling me we'll be like alright against Hydra. I mean, even in our previous build, that Elemental Ispat build, right? He dealt with the Hydra like no problem at all. My Golem actually was face tanking the Hydra without taking any damage. And later on, my Golem was getting destroyed by normal mobs. So it does feel like they nerfed Hydra. It does feel like they nerfed Hydra. We already know that they nerfed the Shadow more as well. On normal difficulty at least. Good morning again, Rob. Welcome, welcome. Oh my god, like, grab the potion, look at this, I'm pressing the button. This is getting me, like, irritated. Like I said, I became so irritated by the small things recently. It's not a good thing, sir. Not a good at all. All of the stress that we have here, yeah. I don't think I ever been like irritated by something like small things like this, even when I was like younger, even when I was teen. Yeah, having headaches and stuff, not good for chilling. That's true. Like those headaches done a lot. I think that's like I don't have a headaches by the way. After I got summer cold, I feeling awful right now. My throat is hurting. Um, it's really hard to talk. Not completely impossible, like it could be when you're completely sick, but yeah. And I feeling also like my body temperature also like rising. I feel like it's like 37 something right now. But it's like so mysterious since like yesterday in the morning I was feeling completely okay. Like I saw that I got through that summer cold like in a couple of days and I'd be done with it. I was mistaken.
Listen to me.
Listen to a man who crawled in from some rebel. I don't think so. A shrine of experience. Do we have like any quest to turn in? As a question. A grieving widow. Okay, let's go and get a bonus experience from like no reason. To Delphi. Let's go and get it. Go get it.
I dreamt of my husband.
Yeah. And I dreamt of bonus experience too. I was just complaining before the Conqueror became about like how is different feeling the different feels about our previous build when I was leveling up on legendary difficulty every hour, and on this build how slow it is. Just got barely like some level up here in 2 hours here. I know that's like how we always were playing, but like that's portions of experience. It just broke my perspective of leveling up. It's like it's like playing on normal game speed, right? Then switching to the a very fast game speed, and then starting playing on normal again. It's almost like the same feeling. By the way, did I mention that the new Souls game came out, or should came out today? The Samaria or something like that? I did actually watch it yesterday a little bit as well on Elijah stream. And yeah, before yesterday I was watching on a Carnage stream. Well, 20 minutes, no more. Since I don't have that much time to watch anything right now. It like for some reason it feels like the hell point. It feels like a hell point, but in a plague-like settings. That's what kind of impression I got. Like okay, so like hell point plus a little bit of elements from Assassin's Creed. Since your main character looking sleek and have some moves. But yeah, like I'm starting to appreciate like all of this work that the Dark Souls developers done, like when it's come to like level design and the game settings. It really feels like the difference feels like when you can compare those two games, for example. Anyway, almost done here. Maybe, just maybe, you can get some Gorgon's bracelets, right? From some of those snakes. What they called? The Stonebinder scarves, right? The most infrequent item. Okay, almost all the rats here are dead. Almost all of them. Successfully avoided that pile of gold while pressing A like a mad. Jeez. And it's inside the chest. Good item. Okay, here we go, guys. Boss fight. Easy boss fight. Alright, it's just dropping a banner and then dead. Like, don't escape me. Okay, one snake dead, second snake dead, third snake dead. They didn't drop the Stormbinder calves. Well, didn't expect much.
I can't believe I let those Gorgons get the better.
They didn't even have any legendary items in the boss
Thank you, but
chest.
goodbye.
Those misers. Oh well, like I say, next stop is Hydra now. All hail Hydra. I put in my all hopes on the Hydra being challenging. Except it wouldn't be. Whatever. Let's get those girls. Mind control, mind control.
Yes?
Kill him. and sell it. I don't need anything of this.
Shop again.
Unfortunately, don't need any of. Fortunately, because this was just like trash green items. Yeah, fortunately, we don't need any of them. There's some shrine. The battle marker. Okay, that's the shrine we need. That's the shrine we need. 5200. Our DPS getting like to at least 400 over there. At least. Yeah, I saw 7k. I saw 7k DPS. Here's my onslaught more or less fully spinned. That's what like a usual DPS would look like for a Conqueror on Legendary. But alas. So this build is just a dream, a distant one. Got him mind controlled. Oh my god, look at. Okay, never mind. I saw you got the mind control of them, it was steady prey. Yeah, we did got like achievement for mind control. I think it's like mind control 6 or 8 targets at the same time. We did get my achievement with my Aphrodite's necklace, despite it having only 9% chance for mind control to happen. Yeah. Okay, let's go inside inside the tomb. Over here. Saved in the fountain, getting close to the Hydra, right? That's a lake or so. Next area we get the Spartans, and area after Spartans we get a box. Oh, a blue item. The Adept's Diadem, however. Worthless. Another worthless loot. Quite often I actually like carry around the 70 parts of this Adept's Regalia set. I need to like go and clear my Tinger's Vault and sell all of them. I just like plain to destroy. I just like don't have a time. Okay, there's some monster elite. We didn't have that many of elites today. Have you noticed, guys? Yeah, also we currently on only 50% vitality resistance. So we need to be careful around those leeches. Can do vitality damage. Like more or less careful. Probably worried more about the skeleton darts than leeches. But yeah, so far we good. Didn't saw any skeleton darts here. Well, it's 50%. 50% vitality resistance still should be okay, even if you get hit by the skeleton dart. So that will be not a big problem. Maybe can give me like 35% of my health or something. Early today I was saying that I before the stream I was trying to farm that new dungeon on normal difficulty. I got my very first build, which was a Spellbreaker, and I noticed he had like 0% vitality resistance on normal difficulty, which just means when we played him on legendary, he was like on -100. Disasters. How did we like play with him? I don't know, honestly. He was dying like so often. Well, I think he reached like triple digits deaths, 100 deaths or something. Maybe I'm mistaken, but yeah, he died like quite often. It's probably like was our worst build ever. If like Dragon Hunter was the worst build of 2021 and Elementalist so far worst build of 2022. Right, we died 9 times on Elementalist. It's our previous build. The Spellbreaker was like a worst build of all times. Well, we're gonna play like, I think we're gonna play like a better Spellbreaker, a real Spellbreaker. I should actually do it. A real Spellbreaker build some of those days. It's quite a good class, sir. Hello, Hollow Avenger. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Oh my god, it's slow. Okay, got him. There's 2 more here. Let's go get them. Yeah, like, by the way, the Spellbreaker also was my first class in a Grim Dawn as well. And it was also disastrous. We need to replace those classes at some point. Well, for the Grim Dawn, we don't have that many classes so far, so there's like so many classes I want to play before I replace Spellbreaker. Like, I was back from 20 minutes. Hope I didn't miss anything. Of course, I didn't. You did. I was talking about like a new Souls game, Cimmeria, whatever it's called, right? It's releasing today. I was saying I was watching a little bit on Conqueror stream and Elijah stream. Cimmeria, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Almost the Cimmeria sounds better. So I was saying that it looked to me like in most parts it looked to me like a hell point, right? It does have the feeling, you know, like the indie feeling as a hell point, with some elements like maybe Assassin's Creed, because your character looking sleek and stuff. There was also like some topics other than that. Yeah, I was something Elijah as well, and it looked decent. Higher production value than Hell Points, in my opinion. I don't know, like mechanic-wise, you know, like the skill-wise, the combat-wise, it did look, it did feel to me like, you know, like the typical indie game.
Hold on there. Whatever you do, don't.
Also, those corridors, like the corridors, like Elijah was like looking around for, for he got some key and he was looking around where's the bloody door he saw like half an hour ago, and the
We
level
sent a
design
scouting
for
team.
it. So I was saying like in watching the games like this, you appreciate it I appreciated how much the FromSoft put into the design of Souls game, especially Elden Ring, like level design and overall game settings as well. It feels so much different. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean that Semira is bad. Semester a bad game, right? Doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's just like maybe because I'm comparing it right now more to my experience in Elden Ring. It doesn't like I don't have a feeling that I want to play it, stuff like that, you know. But I usually have it about any Souls game that I'm seeing. Maybe except the Dolmen. Yeah, visually it looks nice. I didn't watch it very long. Did either of them actually says it's as good as I assume both are been paid to play? Yeah, yeah. I mean, those big streamers. The random event. Yeah, Ascend X Pack also out today. It's a new full-fledged DLC. Yeah, every Souls like looks unrefined compared to Dark Souls or Elden Ring, in my opinion. I've played most of the MXX Search. I really was like very interested in Search myself, but you know, like you go in on the Steam and you're reading all those negative reviews um, about Scourge. And I was like, oh my god, like really? I'm losing all the interest in again and again. It's like, happened to me on multiple occasions about the Scourge. I mean, a Scourge. And at some points, the game even had like some bug that you were actually weren't able to play it at all. Okay, here we go, boys. Hydra. All hail the Hydra. Look at this Hydra dying. Look at her. Easy, no challenge. No hail into the Hydra. And no loot from it. No! Really? The health point was decent, but it wasn't very refined. Hard to explain, but it just wasn't fluid. The search one was like for bosses. Also, armor doesn't matter. Everything ends up like two shooting a year regardless. I don't like that type of a gameplay. It's also never got a good enough discount for me to trade it anyway. It had like 85% discount, or 80 or 85%, I think. Especially if you buy into two games. So it was on a huge discount, like for 2 years, maybe for a year and a half at least. And every time I see that discount, I go into, like I said, to Steam and reading the reviews. I was like, oh, okay, maybe no, maybe no. Yeah, very late discount in his life, like when interest was gone. Alright, I need to report about quest completion to Spartans, if I forgot about that.
You were in the swamp after the scouts get back.
Yeah, I don't know, like for after playing Dark Souls, like I had Dark Souls 3. I don't think I played any other Soul game like in a year or something. I was like always trying to maybe the last Soul game I got like really interested in it was Mortal Shell, because I even bought it. I bought it on Epic, or was it like Epic or the GOG? So I bought it, but then we like have like another games to play. Some very like hyped game I was playing at the moment. and I just like lost interest again in the Mortal Shell, and I ended up in refounding it because like I never play it. So basically, Elder Ring. Okay, not counting Blasphemous, right? Okay, Blasphemous was my first Souls-like kind of game I played in this year after a year of break, and I having like great enjoyment playing Elder Ring right now. It's like it's really good. It's way better than I was like expecting from that game. I would like be I was under the impression it would have like a lot of bugs, you know, to begin with. Maybe because I got used to this like AAA games already, to the bad practice of getting half-baked product, releasing half-baked games, and calling them AAA. So yeah, I was expecting a lot of glitches, bugs, and stuff generally not working. But instead, I got like quite polished game. Thanks to you, Niganstar, by the way. Thanks for your gift. So yeah, like that's got my impression of the game like so much higher. Not mention that it's actually good, and the boss fights are decent, at least so far. Yeah, you took so long to start it. I honestly thought you were not that interested in. I don't know, like I felt like I had some block on the Souls game for some reason. Like I said, there was a couple of Souls game is including that Mortal Shell. I just mentioned that I was interested in during that past year, but I never like play any. You know, okay, so I say that the Dark Souls 3 was the last Souls game I played. Maybe it was a Hellpoint after all. Yeah, maybe Hellpoint was the last game I played. It's actually easy to check all that. If I go to my channel page, I don't have any YouTube links anymore, but I still have the list of the game I recently played. Right, so yeah, recently played the Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 3. Then I played Cyberpunk. Hades, Vaporum, Hitman, Vikings. Okay, the Jedi Fallen Order. So also was more like a Souls-like, right? So I did play that. And also there was a Darksiders 3. Okay, I'm a liar. And there was a Pascal Wager. There was a Pascal Wager that you like really much, Anakin Rob. I actually liked the game. Okay. And that the Pascal Wager probably was the last game we played. It's a Souls-like game. Yeah, the Hellpoint I played before the Dark Souls 3 apparently, according to the list at least. The game was bad. It was okay. The bad was like Chinese translation to English. The gameplay wise, like okay, it looked more or less like the mobile game at some point, and also, but it wasn't that like awfully bad. It had a decent boss fight still. Yeah, so it had several major patches, the Elder Ring, but it wasn't buggy to start with. Its main problem is optimization, which is bad for a lot of people, and online connectivity, which is also bad. There's like 2 minute disconnect bug, and invaders join a session can boot co-op players out of the session. Both was quite annoying. Was quite annoying, or still quite annoying. So let's go and clear the graveyard. Meanwhile. It's quite a lot of undead here, is it? Grab them up, shield splash. Okay, that guy was lightning damage. Should have died first. But we got them all in the end. Yeah, actually 2.5 bars away from level 70 here. Okay. Like I said, we did reach level 79, almost level 80 on my elementalist build, using the potions that is, but not killing every single monster in the process. But will it be able to at least get 79, 78 on this build, killing everything? That's the question. Also, like a recent patch should decrease the amount of experience we're gaining from legendary and epic difficulties. So that's also that thing. We're technically still in plus because of the cursed shrines. Because I'm saying they did fix things in the patches, but a lot of it was balancing. They also added quality of life issues with the patches, things like NPCs showing on the map once they get talked to, etc. They also even added quests in the patches. As I say, so apart from reducing the draw distance, as the easiest of fixes, they have never fixed the optimization or online connectivity, the two biggest issues. Oh, like yeah, I remember now. Like Rangel was mentioning it, that back when he was playing, the NPC wasn't like showing on a map, and it was taking quite a pain to find them. It's still like taking me quite a pain to find those NPCs. All right, even when they show it on the map. But I imagined how it would be, how bad it was for people like me. So yeah, that's like a decent quality of life feature, I would say. Also, would be cool if you can see NPC if you're like close to them, like not only after you talk to them. There's no one else like me. Like I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You're exaggerating there. There are a lot of people like me. Probably. I hope so. I like so slow. Oh, like finally some legendary. Probably not that good. Let's check it out. So what do you have here? Okay, so Ajax Bronze Tower. I tried to find the use of the shield. It looked decent with its physical damage and block chance, but I never was able to do it. Also defensive ability. Also, I mean it's level 42, right? You can use it on and it's still like a lot of block damage, right? For level 32, I believe, compared to like other shields. But like some other legendary shields you just can equip on level 38. Yeah, the thing is like never found a place for that shield. Not in any of my recent builds at least. There was also like that Ragnarok shield, which is giving you +2 to all skills, and have like a level 60 something requirements. I also was a little bit fascinated by it, and partially because that +2 to all skills. I was like, okay, this could be a different, you know, different way to redistribute your +2 to skills or +4 to skills. I mean, different way to get that +4 to skills. But also never found a chance to use it. Got another blue item here, the Scorch Wrap. Okay, this one is pretty common. Pretty common and not that good. Microsoft saying, to be honest, there are probably lots of people like you when it comes to memory. There's also so many players that can do anything with a big arrow pointing the way, and a lot that are simply awful at games. So it's honestly hard for me to understand sometimes how people don't learn as they play, etc. I'm not like you know, like I'm not even sure if you're trying to make me better, to feel me better, or trying to bad mouse me here. Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, I never like imagined myself like a good player to begin with. For some reason, I need like even like Titan Quest, it took me like so much time to learn, right? And then like I'm not playing Titan Quest for a couple of months and forgotten all its 1500 hours I spent. So it took me like quite a bit of time to learn to get better at Titan Quest here in. And it's not that complicated of a game. Alright. Microsoft saying neither. Neither trying to badmouth me or make me feel better about forgetting stuff. Yeah, like I would say like quite a mediocre player when it's came to Souls game. Well, maybe on lower plank of mediocre player. Wouldn't say that I'm too bad. I have like one thing going for me, it's persistence, right? I have enough patience to go for like 3.5 hours boss fight, constantly failing at it. Only for the next game only for the next day to completely forgot about all these boss moves and face it again. And died the same amount of times. Okay, another legendary. It's a bow. Quite a common one. Yeah, the Borealis bow. It's actually not that bad, however. But not that good either. Does have like lightning damage if you're interested in. I was playing a little bit of my sorcerer build yesterday, since I started a new topic on Discord. And I noticed I was using for sorcerer that lightning flash ability for, right? And it's actually was quite good. It's actually was quite good. It's saying the ability is saying that there's 20% chance for to freeze the target, but the freeze was happening for me like so often, right? I was fighting some bosses and elites, and I was like constantly freezing them. It was like as good as purification from Juan de Favor of Naden Mastery. Yeah, second part wasn't directed at me. I say you play poorly a lot of the time. You spam keeping attacks when out of range and use all stamina so you can't roll, but when pushed do learn the moveset and overcome it. This is above a lot of players. They will simply summon spam and attacks and keep doing that until they get lucky. You probably played your best in Code Vein because it was impossible otherwise. Yeah, yeah. In fact, if I'm gonna go back to Code Vein again, I'm probably gonna spend another like 2 or 3 hours playing fighting some bosses. Right? There was like a very nasty boss, like uh, the successor of the sword, that the girl in the desert. First of all, you need to spend like 10 minutes to run to her, and her moveset. I died so much time on her.
Ah, I shall not.
On intuitive level, I know that there are some attacks, and I just don't need to roll, but just need to like move around her like clockwise, or was it like counterclockwise? Anyway, move like in direction of attack, and that will be fine. But I just couldn't do it. And when I got hit by that attack, it's like more than half of my health bar gone. So it's quite severe of a blow. Yeah, like you're saying, yeah, the Code Vein was legitimately hard compared to Souls. I don't know, like so far I'm pretty satisfied with um, Dark Souls bosses. Dark Souls, I mean, Elder Ring bosses. Oh my God, why I'm running? What I'm doing? So they feeling not as easy as
Cairo.
the
I beg
bosses
of
of
you, you
Dark
need to
Souls
part
3 at least.
Once I sell everything I've got, I'm setting sail for some island that's never seen a monster.
And you're
Milos
saying like
or
I'm
Ikaria.
often like spamming, right?
Anything
And
else?
getting out of stamina as well. This is because I have I developed this. It's also for Dark Souls 3, but it's hard for me to judge the distance sometimes. It's really hard for me to, especially when wielding this ultra great sword or a great sword. I am the impression that I will be able to hit the target, but apparently like I'm a couple of centimeters away from actual target to hit. And especially it's
A
like
caravan is
apparent
what
when
you
I'm
need,
playing
eh?
against like huge enemies like dragons. I'm missing the dragons so many times because
So long, then.
I'm misjudging the distance between me and target. I'm honestly those like you feel it when I'm spamming for no reason. Most of the times, well, 50% of the times, it's actually I'm spamming, but another 50% is because I thought I gonna hit, but I didn't. Especially happen often when I'm trying to hit a dragon into, yeah, to try the hit the dragon's head. Happen very often. The bottom line is you do it all solo, so that requires a certain level of skills a lot of players never reach. You also understand the usefulness of health. I watched another guy that get one-shotted yesterday, another like 600 health fighting the guardian of the capital. Yeah, Elden Ring, in my opinion, is the hardest from software games so far to solo. Well, apart from Sekiro, maybe. Yeah, so many double bosses and not with the old slow or fast of the smoke and or nasty that balance in it. Yeah, like I mean, I was under the impression Sekiro was the hardest so far, but Sekiro also like using a little bit of different mechanic, right? When you concentrate on parry more and repose. When count Sekiro as souls, too many things missing. But yeah, like I say, that's also the impression I got from Elden Ring. It was harder than Dark Souls 3. At least when we're talking about solo and PVE bosses. I mean I can't say for sure, but I think I killed that last boss of Dark Souls 3 was my second attempt or third attempt or something like that. Yeah, so Sekiro doesn't have builds, no co-op, no way to to overcome combat being parry based, etc. I thought the Sekiro does have a builds. I was under impression it does have a builds. It's like more about using different kind of ninjutsu or whatever it's called, right? But yeah, there's a lot rotating around parrying. So getting like damage in the repose bar of the enemy instead of the health bar. Like the early boss plays of boss play of the Sekiro I watched on Twitch. Like people were going a lot of trying to decrease the boss health, for example, right? Like and that took them like half an hour for the boss, and then I watched like another streamer playing the same boss, going for like parry and doing repose damage, and then suddenly like he finished that same boss like in a minute instead of half an hour from the other guy. Microsoft saying no. There's one weapon, all tools been in set locations. Only control you have is the order in which you unlock moves. But yeah, like you can't use like all the moves, right? All of those ninjutsu moves, whatever they called. If I understand correctly, there are only like a set amount of moves you can use simultaneously on one character. Yeah, okay, so it's not as vast as I mentioned Elden Ring building, character building, not even close to it. But like for some reason I didn't understood it that there was like some semblance of builds in Sekiro. At least from like the stream titles, I was browsing back in the days. Like some people were saying, "Oh, the Sekiro using that kind of ninjutsu stuff or something like that." Yeah, it's Far Cry from like 80 weapons, 60 armors, and a huge amount of spells, consumables, and stats to rise. I can appreciate Sekiro is a good game. Visually, it's also like it. The traversal, but didn't like the combat. Yeah, I mean, I did like I watched Conqueror on Twitch, at least. Not sure if I would like it playing it. Probably would, right? It reminded me a lot of God Wayne. In terms of the bosses, like, actually were hard. At least I saw they were hard. From technical standpoint. Oh, like there's a slow buff, the buff from somewhere. Jesus Christ. Can we kill it? No, I didn't play the Sekiro. I mean, Sekiro is like extremely expensive, even for other from software games. It's like 1600, I believe, grivnas, and 50% discount not helping it. It's still like 800. Even before the war, I was thinking about Sekiro as like something expensive. Basically, 80% discount or 50% discount on Sekiro. It's almost the same as at the full price for Elden Ring. On another hand, you know, like what I noticed, that the Dark Alliance, you know, the Dark Alliance game, they actually put finally after a year or so, they put the correct regional prices for it. So like I was complaining about it for so long, the Dark Alliance actually had like 1,000 something grivnas price back when it was released, and for so long. So it's like it was around 40 bucks, if not more, if not 45. I can do the math. Sorry. Now it's like 300 grivnas without discount. Yeah, biggest discount was 50% on Sekiro, which is still £25. Yeah, and it's been out for 3.5 half a year. But okay, so there's also the Dark Souls 1 remastered or whatever they called. Right, they've been out for like 2 years, 2 or 3 years even, and they never got a discount. And I believe like half a year ago there was a discount on before the war there was a discount on the Souls Remastered, and it was like 50% as well. The very first discount. In that regard, like Dark Souls 3, I got it like on 75% discount, I believe. It was like decently cheap. But also, like, I mean, considering they got Dark Souls 3 a year and a half ago, it wasn't not that like I was actually quite far from the game release. Okay, legendary. The helmet of the Conqueror, like you know, like the first time I see this helmet, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use it on my Conqueror build, definitely. No, I'm not gonna use it on my Conqueror build. Not even close to be satisfying. It does have minus 9% lightning resistance, by the way. But okay, so the thing about this helmet, it has 20% player level requirements for item, right? So it's one of those helmets that you need to wear if you want to play with a sickle, right? Whatever it's called. Yeah, Dark Souls 3 have been out for 6 years at this point. We have a boss fight meanwhile. Oh, you son of a biscuit! Come fight me near the banner of light.
Need more energy.
Okay, he's dead. He's dead. We're one bar away from leveling up here.
Mysterious warrior.
Got a yellow item from this guy. Not good.
Phaedrus, I am bound.
Okay, let's check out. Do we have all the side quests here? Looks like it. So going to the last area of the Grease Act.
Welcome, whatever it was.
The beasts have claws and teeth, but you have fire. You have Zeus-like bolts to throw, and I have things to sell you.
Okay.
Bye now. Once, long...
Caravan stowage.
We actually got plenty of items
Come
today.
again.
None of them are good, so unfortunately. Okay, so let's go and finish this part of the grease, and then we switch into Reef Breaker, guys. At least I would try to switch to Reef Breaker. I'm really not feeling well. Yeah, I'm feeling the temperature. Actually, I have a low temperature right now. I'm gonna grab the medicine after this. Skip the rift. But like we got such a nice victory yesterday, 200% wave on the Iron Valley, and imagine a lot of people waiting for a rift here. Need to solidify my stance, you know. It was to be the worst game in your roster if you're not well. Why it will be worse? Maybe Chad's gonna get more chances to defeat the streamer. I will be playing more suboptimal, you know. But yeah, I feel like I want to play the Reef Breaker right now because yesterday we did like got like a good you know, understanding of what we want to build and what progression to research or for defensive building at least, right? I feel if I'm gonna skip on Reef right now, I'm gonna forget all of this tomorrow came. That'll be disastrous. Yeah, but it does have stress and pressure. Maybe if chat like gonna help me this time around, you know, like, I will be like relaxing more in Rift Breaker, getting like a really like good time. Also, I want to check out like how many strong attack waves and boss attacks we will have this time around. Yesterday we have like we had 2 strong attacks, I believe, right, and 1 boss attack. Or was it 3 strong attacks, right? So is it like they fixed it, the plugin, the Twitch integration plugin, or we don't have just enough data to compare? Yeah, level up, level 70. Yeah, what's this win you're talking about? I remember you losing on the first wave when you played Eldarine. Hello, Master Halls, welcome, welcome. I mean, I can't remember that, Nicholas, so what are you talking about? Remember we started the game and we finished it at the middle of the game. We were about to lose, but I miraculously saved my beacon, and we got like beautiful win. How it goes, like more or less okay, if you're talking about build, but I got sick, got a summer cold, and today like feeling awful. In fact, I think I have a temperature right now. High body temperature around maybe 37, well not that high but 37 or something. And hard to talk as well, my throat is hurting. Well, I also have complained about the builds, about this particular build. It's not as fast as I imagined it will be. Since we got went all in on resistances, my cleaning speed is like suffering quite a bit right now. And we just started legendary. So presumably I can get better in cleaning speed at least to some degree if I replace 1 breastplate and armlets. There's the breastplate and the gloves from a new chaos set from the new dungeons. Also, we died yesterday in a new dungeon for 1 more time. I went and pulled every single mob, tried to like shortcut. I mean, trying to just run through, past it instead of killing everything, and yeah, paid for it. Got quite a bit of mobs on me. So yeah, this build so far have 2 deaths. Both of them, like in the Ghost of Saying, were avoidable, pretty much so.
Yes, I'm afraid.
But yeah, honestly, like Rift Breaker, I don't really know how did we won that game. I mean, yesterday. I also don't know how did we lost in to the first wave to begin with.
This cannot be opened.
Not be open because that guy is winning to kill. Haven't played 10 quests in a while. Okay, so I got the Mass Effect collection and I've been playing that. The Legendary Edition, that's the one. So how is your impression? I did play Mass Effect 2 like a long time ago. But I was trying to watch the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, like when it came out, and you know, it felt like so old, you know. I mean, I couldn't handle it. Is you loving it? Yeah, I like. I remember like my experience with a second game, and I really like it. I really like it. And then I was like, I wanted to play the third game, but it was only exclusive to Origin. And yeah, like I couldn't play it, and I was like so mad about it. The Mass Effect was one of my favorite games of all the time. Yeah, like I say, I did enjoy it greatly. Haven't played the first game, so they gotta stop saying he had like a lot of fun with his first game. However,
Aha, yes.
I believe you can play the Legendary Edition now on the EA subscription, right? It was like quite steep, had quite a steeper price. Maybe okay, so maybe I didn't like it before when I was watching on the release day because, like I said, it looking quite old, but it also had a steep price to it. But if you can get it like on subscription right now, it's also had like 50% discount or more, right? Recently. The Memento Mori is saying they changed the feature of Chaos Dungeon. I'm not amused. Locked games semi-functional levels, bugged legendary items names, unpleasant surprise. I don't know if the legendary names were bugged to begin with, right? But yeah, I heard about these levers. I actually started those future dungeons after with the new patch, so I ran into the levers right away. The thing about levers, I noticed that even if you press a lever, you need to wait like around half a minute or more in order for gate to open. That's the stuff I noticed yesterday. And I need to fumble it then repeatedly. It worked for me like so far with first try, but you just like, really need to wait this minute for a gate to open. And I think they done it because a lot of people were just skipping the monsters, at least for the normal dungeon, right? I've been to the Greece to the Egyptian dungeon yesterday. We potentially just could skip everything and go straight to the boss fight there, right? The problem is the Egyptian dungeon is the boss fight was actually hard. My spin run taking me like 1 minute longer now because of that. But there's two levers, right? So it's actually 2 minutes, is it? Yeah, and stop saying I beat the Mass Effect 1 multiple times with the different classes that never played to a second or third game. Got Legendary Edition for free other day. Oh, that's yeah. The Master Call saying Mass Effect 3 isn't worth your time. Amazing game until the end. Then they completely ruined it. Oh yeah, like 3 levels, right? Two in the first station, one in the second, in new layout. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Memento Mori. Yeah, there was the Twitch Prime stuff. They gave up that Legendary Edition. I actually long time ago I was also at Twitch Prime. You wouldn't believe. Still getting all the messages about the Twitch Prime. to mail. It's just like the Twitch Prime here. I don't even know if the Twitch Prime for Ukraine support Twitch Gaming supporting like actually Twitch Prime supported Twitch Gaming, like if they're giving the games for free right now, and it's like $5 subscription. Since I'm not like using Amazon streaming service and anymore, not watching anything there, not watching anything in general. So yeah, it's like it's quite the price for me to pay each month. I had no idea that there were like levels until I started looking around. I assume my level was like too high to be allowed to run the dungeon. Yeah, that's. So I spotted the level like right away, but like I say, I started playing dungeons only on the current patch, so that was already normal. If Necrostop wouldn't mention to me that there were like no levels before, I wouldn't like see them. I mean, I wouldn't even like know that that's like a new feature. Yeah, the end of Mass Effect 3 was famously bad, and game do this like a lot, sir. But there was like another Mass Effect, Andromeda or something, and it's like apparently wasn't related to the third game, right? Andromeda, oh god, was it that bad? Yeah, you know, like I got interested in Mass Effect 3 after like I played Mass Effect 2, and there was also like the game was released. There was also that composition, the music, the song from Malukah. You know, like the girl whose song whose the dragon burns for Skyrim theme, right? One of the bards from Skyrim. So like yeah, it was like epic. But because of that exclusivity to or what it was called? Oh my god, the Origin, right? It was exclusive on Origin, and Origin wasn't didn't have like any regional discount for Ukraine, and also like I remember Origin also had like for Origin you couldn't like pay in hryvnias. You only need to go and like pay in Russian rubli. I was like, what the heck? I'm living in Ukraine. I mean, back in the days, I did have like the accounts like in Russian banks, and I had actually rubli because I was working as a SEO search engine developer. So I was working with Yandex. It's the search system, and working with the Russian clients as well. So I did have like some bank accounts in Russian banks, but I mean, it still like was making me mad. Yeah, so Andromeda, another terrible game, was the start of the next trilogy, and it's bombed. Yeah, it was so bad they simply stopped supporting it with the patches and cancelled the DLC plan. Really? Yeah, only thing that the game has going for it was the MP. What do you mean MP? Main character? In my opinion, so Mass Effect 1, 3 are the worst playing, regardless of the less than great ending in the trilogy. The journey is worse than even if ending is it. Oh, multiplayer. Okay. Wait, it had a
Good day.
multiplayer. Interesting. Sold, sold. Sold all of this. Cold damage, nope. And good. This will be interesting for level 15. Maybe not, maybe not.
So long.
Yeah, like I say, for the 5th time already, I really enjoyed the Mass Effect 2. The Memento Mori is saying I had to make a dozen characters just to store my loot. It took me half a year to start using, since I started streaming, to start using Titan Quest World. Alright? So I also was using like more characters for my gear and stuff. Currently, I would recommend Titan Quest World. It supports all the current patch and the current DLC as well. It's just like must be a third-party storage program for your gear. It's like helping me a lot through with item management, with my loot management. Yeah, that's the link again. Stripe just linked it in the chat. I mean, I'm not usually a person who like using any third-party programs, so that's why it took me so much time. But I'm not regretting it. I could be like balance out the relics. Yeah, like I actually had a lot of relics in my Titan Quest World as well. Up until the previous build, I was collecting all the relics. Alright. Collected all of them, trying to get all of those like bonus on completion from all the relics. And I still have like 6 characters. 6 additional characters to which I give in like the parts of the relics, and they combine into those relics to put into my Titan Quest World. But only recently I realized that Titan Quest World actually have the feature that allow you to get all these bonuses in completion, duplicate your relics and get bonus in completion whatever you want. So I don't really need to collect all of them anymore. It saves me so much time as well. Since like yeah, the bonus on completion, it's a constant stuff. It's not like something random. It's just taking you so much time to get it. Yeah, I stopped using them. I was too unnerving to put them on the stuff and removing it again. Yeah, like I literally was spending like after we finished the difficulty, one difficulty on a character, I was spending around half an hour to sort out the relics and charms. No kidding, the guys. And yeah, only after like recently I realized that Titan Quest World also had a feature that you don't need to store all the relic, just one exemplar of each, and then you can duplicate it and switch the bonus on completion to whatever you want. I'm now using blue items instead anyway, so like no upgrades. Since I started, I'm usually using at least green rings for any of my builds. I use the green rings, so I can put like a demon blood, for example, on it to get this like vitality resistance most of the time. But for this particular build, I'm using even more like green items and monster frequent. So I actually have like a lot of I need of a lot of relics, or I need to go through a lot of relics to check out what kind of bonuses I can get from if I put on like, green items. But yeah, like I'm also more was more about like legendary gear and sets to some point. And for like a lot of legendary builds, like having a legendary set, it's more or less alright. You can get all of that, all of those resistances and additional damage and stuff just from a set. Well, apart from like vitality resistance. So the three items, green items I use in the most, it's the rings, in which I put in mostly vitality, demon blood, right, and the helmet, the halberd helmet. A lot of my builds using it as well, on which I put in that the crystal of Erebus is a plus for additional +2 to all skills, or in my case for additional resistances right now. Yeah, and Microsoft was saying previously, ultimate storage about Tended Quest, and as long as you tick the right options, you can use it while playing in tab. Yeah, tab out of the pull item from your character various storages into the world. Yeah, absolutely love it. I mean, I still have like some complaints in Titan Quest search utility, right? They recently they added the search function, but it's not as good as like if it was like a database search, right? If you're gonna take the Grim Dawn stash, right? The Grim Dawn stash tool, which is using a relativistic database, the SQL database, I mean. So we have like way easy options to like search items. I spend like way easy time to like search stuff. So I still like for Titan Quest, I still for some items like I still need to manually organize my storage, not just put it into a database and done. That lightning attack from after my toe was took more than my half of my health, so. Because we have like only 12 lightning resistance right now. But yeah, I've Tomatoy done, so we have only a Labyrinth here for Grease left. And then the Rift Breaker. I tried to run the Secret Passage on Epic yesterday. That Nate skeleton killed me with one blow. Oh, you mean the Noxious? Or skull? Yeah. That's the legitimately was like one of the hardest monsters in the game. Before they added Anubis in Eternal Embers. The Toxicus, the murderer, right? The guy. The Toxia Anubis. That's like a even harder version of this. But Nate is a Toxicus, I believe. Is it not? Did I got the wrong guy? The skeleton in a prison. So the Toxicus and the Murderer is like a name of the elite that can appear outside of the secret passage, I believe. The Toxicus was like another monster he gets hard but died pretty fast. Okay, I mean, I only started doing secret passage quite recently. I saw the Nate was a Toxicus. But yeah, like, he's supposed to be like one of the hardest monsters, not counting like the recent DLC. I would actually say that boss we fought today or yesterday on epic difficulty in new like fusion chaos dungeon, Egyptian chaos dungeon was like quite hard. Almost died multiple times on it, despite having like good resistances to everything. So Nate has 90% resistance to physical, pierce, vitality, elemental damage types in addition to normal undead and boss resistances. He doesn't aggro until it hits 70 times, but after that starts throwing punches like from 1 to 2k base damage. But isn't that the Toxicus? Is it actually the actual Toxicus? It looks like a description. I mean, the Toxicus it has like, yeah, the same. I don't understand. Necrosop says help here. Interesting. I mean, there's a Toxicus, the Murderer Elite, that you can encounter randomly in Greece and Egypt, and I think he's doing absolutely the same, except like for hitting him 70 times. That is. But he's saying that he has like resistance to elemental damage. But I think that Toxicus was, has less resistance to lightning damage or something. Yeah, Toxicus runs after you really fast, Nate is the chill dude, but boy does he hit. Interesting. Yeah, like I actually fought, haven't like played in the secret passage for long, and only like on a recent build we went there, and on this build as well. So this build so far, on epic and a normal difficulty, we dealt with everything there like very easily. And the previous build also was okay. It was, but I know like from experience at the on my Pilgrim, a very powerful build, I did encounter the Toxicus the Murderer accidentally in the catacombs, and it almost was like annihilated by him. And they also that Toxia Anubius, right in a secret area of Eternal Embers. That guy was like quite easy on my mage build, but we went there with my previous build, the pet build, and where I destroyed like right away. He also had like quite a bit of resistance on him. So yeah, in that regard, like something like the banner, right? The battle standard with minus 60 physical resistance. Minus 60? Yeah, minus 60, or like for mage builds is Squall, right? With minus 45 resistances to elementals, helping a lot against the Toxicus, well, against like that native dude, I guess. Next time, I guess the threat depends on your defensibility and damage. High defensibility, he won't hit here. High damage, he dies before he can do much. Like a Conqueror, I would probably have like 4k damage before buffs from Banner, Onslaught, etc. Everything should just melt. Yeah, I started as Conqueror because I don't like having to jungle with a lot of skills. And it's worked pretty fine like most of the time. Well, this Conqueror, I'm actually very disappointed about my current build. In terms of DPS, like our damage is quite bad on Legendary right now. It was okay on normal. But yeah, like I have like different case here because we have like we're running all the cursed shrines. So like putting all the gear that actually giving me the resistances, not the damage. Like normal Conqueror, I don't see any problem. And in Epic like Act 4. Are you like sure you're using a banner? Like the battle standard giving you that minus 60 physical resistance damage, right? The triumph. So that like should compensate for everything. And I mean I don't believe you have a problem with offensive ability, right? Since you have Onslaught plus Battle Rage. That's really strange. That's really strange. We killed the everything in Secret Passage with this build, despite it's been like more of a resistance build than damage build. It was easy. Oh, you didn't have the triumph. Yeah, the triumph it's where you're getting these huge treats from, right? And also like the battle standard and up until like level 10 is giving you that additional 274 damage and offensive ability. Right, they more or less have the way through the labyrinth, by the way. But I feel like I'm lost a little bit here. With all the talk. That's where we came from, right? This is where we came from. This way. This way. So dead end? Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm getting suddenly lost. Yeah, I learned the labyrinth 10 times last week for all my mule characters. I know it in my sleep. I mean, I have like almost 1500. Okay, so 1500 hours. Not almost, but more than 1500 hours in this game. And I, like, my memory just looks so bad. Keep forgetting stuff all the time. Just follow the fountains. All the tokens seem getting away in the way of gaming. It's fine. We're still alive, right? We're still alive. But there were like some deaths I blame chat for. Not on this build, but like long time ago. On my Dragon Hunter probably. Yeah, the guys with the Tarchus. The Tarchus is the indication of for Titan Quest is that you move in the right direction for like any level. Apart from Eternal Embers. Okay, there's a chest. Oh, those guys mind controlled. Why I can attack them? Dead. Also, I didn't mention it today, I think, but we're opening some legendary Electrum orbs. I mentioned we're getting like we got 500,000 Electrum by the way already. Just running this act. Not bad, not bad. Can't remember how much we started, but yeah, 500,000 looking decent. Maybe we can open 2 orbs or something. Also, like recently we learned that the multiplier for this Grease Act on legendary difficulty is only times 7. 7 times 8, by the way, if you're talking about normal mobs. Okay, yeah, so yeah. Sounds like Diablo Legendary Orbs, but I have like only a Universal Edition and no DLCs. I think they present for a normal yeah. They press those orbs they have in on a Universal Edition. There's the Atlantis. There are Atlantis orbs when you need like I mean Atlantis DLC. But those orbs are something they added in a recent patch. In a previous previous patch basically. Not a better one. This is like where the Cursed Shrine came in from, right? So this is Cursed Shrine that added giving me minus 100 resistance on normal difficulty. I'm gonna show. Okay, so let me kill the boss here first, right? And I'm gonna show you. Maybe you just pass the place. Okay, yeah, we go in it like after killing this boss, so I'm gonna show you a place. It's like right like outside the Helios. This actually could be missed like quite easily. The Ross Passage, I don't know if it's called the Ross Passage or whatever. It's just like area near the Helios portal, you know. If you like get into the Helios portal to the south, I believe, the southwest. No, it should work on Anniversary Edition as well. So there is a shrine, right? There is a shrine and there is the curses. So you're picking up the curses and you get in Electrum coins for killing the mobs with if you have a curse activated. And you can use those Electrum coins to gain those 2 orbs. Yeah. The temple. So basically, like for 1 shrine on normal difficulty in a first act, you get in 1 Electrum coin. We have like 8 shrines, so we get in 8 coins for killing 1 monster. 80 coins for killing elite monster, and I believe 400 for killing boss, and then every so often every act multiplying this the gain of those coins by some number. In my case we multiplying currently by 7, so instead by killing 1 monster I get in, instead of 8 coins I get in 56, right? It was on epic difficulty for Ragnarok Act. We were getting multiplied by x9 9 times, so we're getting like 72 coins per one normal monster kill. So yeah, I have been there when I started, found nothing to do, just the empty basement. No, like it's solo. I'm always playing solo. You don't need to do a multiplayer or anything. I mean, I'm playing solo here. All my builds are solo. Let me kill the boss, and we're gonna go there and I explain how the stuff works in maybe more details. Okay, here goes the Minotaur. Banner of Light. Use that. Use that, but no loot here. And yeah, the green item here. Okay, so there's Talcon still. There's still Talcon. Colossus form. Banner of Light. Is that no challenge at all? And we got a key. We got the secondary chaos key. And the Microsoft gave us like the first key yesterday. Nice. So like the Tetri key left. Very good, very good. Okay, let's like conclude the Grease Factory. We actually took on less than 4 hours wait. Which is decently fast.
Greetings. Let us pray this.
Especially I was like killing everything more or less.
Hurry. The monsters will be here. What do you want? Quick,
Sell the
before I
stuff.
pack up.
Sold, sold, sold. The Hunter's Armor Pad.
Bye.
Okay, yeah, so about let me say first. And a fountain here.
It's not safe here.
About this Helios and a shrine. So basically what we're doing, we're going to Helios. To the portal. Alright. Which you can do like at the beginning of the game. And there's this road over here. Right behind the portal. Go into the Temple of the Heavens Pact. Right? And you gotten inside the temple. So there's a bunch of curses here. 8 of them. 8 curses. For each of those curses you get in minus time resistances, but also getting when you're killing a monster, getting electrum coins over here. So even have a special tab. And then you go into this chalice over here. And there's the orbs here. They sell in the orbs per electrum. Yeah. But yeah, first you need to get the curses on you. First you need to get the curses to earn the currency, and then you can get the orbs. So we went through all. This is normal difficulty orb. This is epic difficulty. This is legendary. We're gonna open today Antiquity orb and Hades orb. Gonna do that. Almost 500,000 electrum coins gone. One orb got one legendary item. second orb wasn't as lucky, unfortunately. So got the Cohen next, a mace with +1 to all skills, more physical damage, and 6% chance for bonus damage and stuff. It's require Ragnarok DLC, you're saying? Oh really? I didn't know that. I saw it should work on an anniversary edition as well. Interesting. And they're also saying it's not linked to DLC. Oh, okay. Maybe some specific orbs require DLC, right? Like for example, like it's the Scandia orb, right? You can open the Scandia orb because it's contain items from the Ragnarok DLC. And Tiamat orbs contain items from what is called Atlantis DLC, as well as the Jade Emperor and Siben orb. That's items from Eternal Embers DLC. Yeah, I have no Electrum. And stop saying you probably will be able to open a normal orbs like Antiquity and Hades orb, right? But not those four. Okay, let's see. This is going for loot today. Got the key. And also loot. So basically not a bad day for us, like 4 hours, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10 items. More than average item per level gain. We also done some changes, well not a big changes for the build, but we did replace it our Star of Ishtar with Talisman of Jade Emperor just to get those elemental resistances here, because our like yeah, our lightning resistance was actually negative. But replacing the artifacts, we also lowered our defensive ability, and I spent a couple of points here today into dexterity to get my defensive ability to 1k over here. That's what happened. Yeah, now I figure out how to get. But that's what I'm saying. To get Electrum stuff, you need to activate the Cursed Shrine, right? So you see there's the buffs over here, the Flash of Wrath, the Heart of the Frost. This is like all these red shrines. So we clicking on them, you get in this debuff. Some of those debuffs like getting your resistance minus 100 to some resistances, right? And then you're gonna go and killing normal monsters while having those debuffs here. And you get in the Electrum, yeah. Getting Electrum per monster kill. Bosses giving you more Electrum, and Elise also giving 10 more than normal monsters. Yeah, no, okay, normal monster giving you 1 Electrum per, depending on the act and difficulty. So we currently on Hades difficulty, right? Hades Act epic difficulty. You should get times, let me see, times 6, 7, 8, times 7. Yeah, you should get times 7. So 1 shrine should give you 7 points per monster kill. 8 shrines should give you a 7 by 8, 64. Yeah. But like, pay attention to your resistances, right? Because the Cursed Shrine actually lower your resistances by 100 main resistances, by 50 physical resistance, and by minus 50 secondary resistances. It's also lowering your defensive ability, so you will be more susceptible to the damage, and monster will be able to kill you faster. So pay attention to that. That's why, like, I'm instead of damage for this build, I go in like a lot, investing a lot in damage, in resistances, like the gear that giving me actually resistances here. Yeah, alright guys, so that was the changes to the build itself. Replace the artifact, I say, and put more points in dexterity to get 1000 defensive ability over here. Skill-wise, didn't done anything for Warfare Mastery. I have 4 points to unspended skills, so we are like very leveling up Adrenaline over here. Just getting it more duration. And yeah, I think that's like maybe 1 point to Colossus Worm. Get better strength and damage absorption. Alright, yeah, that's like what happened to the build. Give me 2 minutes, we switch into Reef Breaker, and we continue with Titan Quest tomorrow.